Okay, thank you guys for coming out to my presentation today. I'll be talking to you about stress management. I'm Destiny Gomez. I am a senior at the University of North Texas. My major is applied technology performance improvement. My focus is finance. With that, I work at Fidelity Investments. My technical role is institutional securities operations. But all it is I talk to advisors and shareholders all day about their accounts, do rollovers. I do everything but employer-sponsored plans, pretty much, retirement, non-retirement accounts. Just make sure their accounts are good. If they want money, do that. Paperwork, rollovers, all that good junk. Nothing that y'all would find interesting. But with that being said, I still am expected to graduate in May. Fingers crossed. If I can go full-time in the fall and in the spring. And I work full-time at the same time, so that's why I thought stress management would be a good topic for me, because I get stressed out a lot because I have a lot on my plate. So to start out my presentation, I'm just going to kind of test y'all's stress levels. So I have a stress test for y'all, and take as much time as you need. Use the tables if you need to. Make sure you're doing that at the same time. I've taken one and it was like through the roof. Like, one of those questions doesn't pertain to you, but answer it anyways.
Based on my week, it's gonna be hot. I don't know if I should have this up.
Add it up, add it up. Some of us aren't being honest. I'm playing.
Okay, gotta add it up. Did anybody get less than 25? You have a good stress level.
Oh, come on.
I could have
man.
lied too.
26 to 50.
I got right on 20.
So that's low to moderate, and that's still good. That's still
I
good.
feel like if you're not stressed, you're not
What
driving.
about the next
You're not
range?
drinking. Don't play
Hey,
it.
what about the next range?
These are copies.
What if you
of
go
the
over
PowerPoint.
50?
What if you over 50? What'd you get?
If we go over 50,
Over
we need
50
counsel? Do we need
is just
counsel?
high.
I got
No, I've
46.
taken one before, but it was based on life events and like everything on that sheet would happen to me, like somebody died or more than 2 people died. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, it was like through the roof. And I was like, I feel fine. Just a lot happened in the year.
Sweet.
Okay, so a lot of people think of the word stress, think it's just a bad thing. Stress is not bad. It's something that's inevitable. It's gonna happen. Things happen in life, and it's not bad as long as you know how to deal with it properly. So, first on the slides, all I have is just 9 different ways to help you deal with it, and then an acronym, just to keep it simple, not to think too much on it.
So,
I think Kilo lied.
yeah. I'm there.
Do you like Kilo?
His car ain't running. He got stressed.
It's called faith.
It's called faith.
Okay, so.
You carried 1 kilo.
Okay, so the first way you can deal with it is keeping your problems in perspective. So building up makes it easy to exaggerate the negative. So when you're stressed out and things, well, before we even go there, what are some things that stress y'all out? Just throw out some like,
I'm listening to it right now.
well, your car's not working. That's stressful.
Yeah.
Kids
I
are
heard
stressful.
that.
Work, last minute activities.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Life.
Work.
Breathing.
You know, you look in the mirror and it just comes.
So when you, like, for example, like you not having a car, if you really think about it, that's kind of negative because when you work, you have a job, you can't get places, you gotta rely on other people. That can really like start to affect you, especially if it's something big that happens to you. So when something happens, it's so easy for you to exaggerate it into something that it really doesn't have to be. So if you're like, I don't have a car, what am I gonna do? I don't have a way to get to work. I don't have a way to do anything. I can't do this or that. If you keep it in perspective, you have people that you know that have cars. You'll get away. You'll get there somehow. You may not get there the way you want to, but you're gonna get there somehow. Rather than letting it stress you out, keeping it in perspective, knowing that there probably is an alternative way in dealing with the problem, can help you ease yourself and not exaggerate it as much as it can be. So next, I'm gonna have you read. Reassure yourself.
Self-confidence and self-assured are key characteristics for managing stress. I can deal with this, and I will be okay no matter what happens.
So like I said, when stuff happens, you gotta tell yourself it's gonna be okay. Have you ever had like those pep talks with yourself? Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on. Like, come on, Destiny, you can do this. Don't let it get to you. You got this. Sometimes you need those things for yourself. It's okay to encourage yourself. You don't have to look for it and everybody else to do that. Sometimes the best pep talks are the ones I just have with myself. When I sit there and just talk to myself and talk myself through it. So, I mean, a lot of times when I think things and then I actually say it out loud, I'm like, it's not as bad as I made it. So sometimes if you can just talk yourself through it, it kind of puts it in perspective a little bit more and it doesn't stress you out as much. When you keep things bottled up inside, it starts to get into like a rolling cycle of things that it's not even a problem. So next we have focus on what you can control. So I have that little chart there. So there's things that matter and then there's things that you can control. And there's only that small little section that's highlighted. And that's what you need to really focus on, sorry. Next, we have Brandon. You want to read the next one?
Sure. Remain aware of your source of stress. What are your stress triggers? Use self-awareness, find out what stresses you out, can help you combat stress effectively.
So, do you guys have anything that certain stresses that if that happens, it's gonna trigger something? You might kind of spiral a little bit. You got a few?
Yes. Yeah. Like I said, I get stressed out when somebody asks me to do something like right as I'm about to start something else. That's just,
Mhm.
I get that from my parents a lot, my mom a lot, so that's automatic.
So-
I tend to get stressed when it's time to visit with clients. You call, they don't answer. You call back, they don't answer. You leave a message. And these things have to be done within a certain time frame.
Yeah.
And if not, and my supervisor be like, okay, you need to get this done. So that brings like
It's
stress.
stressful.
On me. And I'm like, I can't make the people just answer the phone. I can't make the people, do anything. So that's stressful to me.
Yeah. So,
And then it kind of builds on just other things that kind of just going on. with
and
life-
that's a trigger.
life
And then
stresses.
once other stuff happens, it's kind of worse because you already had that
Exactly.
other stress on you. But identifying that you know how you both said what those triggers are, if you can identify it, then you can help combat it. Knowing what those things are and identifying them earlier can help you in the future on how to deal with it. So even if you haven't thought about it and you don't know what stresses you out, maybe you don't know yet. You're young, you probably don't have as many stresses as they do. But if you can identify those things early on, then you'll have more of a successful chance of managing your stress better, more positively than you would negatively. So, Kilo, you want to read the next one?
Yeah. Establish healthy boundaries. Avoid giving away your power. Speak up when necessary, be assertive, and take responsibility for meeting your needs.
So pretty much what that is saying, I know people that take on a bunch of stuff and they really do probably mean good in their heart. But if you have a bunch of stuff going on and you take on too much stuff and you don't speak up that maybe you need some help, that's only adding stress to yourself. And really at the end of the day, the only person you can add is yourself. Tell somebody, I'm stressed out, I can't do this. Can somebody help me out? More people have a lot of help than they really think. They think that they have to do everything on your own, and you shouldn't have to feel that way. So if you feel overwhelmed, Brandon's a good example. He's over the youth ministry. He doesn't do it all by himself. He delegates people to do stuff. He has Kilo here on Wednesdays if he can't do something. Because that would be stressful if he had to put all that on himself while he's still going to school and he has a job and he has to take care of everything here. So it's okay. Don't feel like you can't say that I took on too much. There's nothing wrong with that. Trayvon, you want to read the next one? Spend time with positive people.
Spend time with positive people. Being around positive people will contribute to your outlook on things. Optimistic people have a 50% lower risk of early death than negative people.
That is a statistic. That is real life. I mean, being around people that are positive tends to catch on to you and then you'll be more positive. Have you ever been around a negative person?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And no matter how happy you are, it still weighs down on you because they're so negative. Everything they say is